Hello YouTube, and Merry Christmas. Today I have an unboxing of an iPod Touch. A brand new iPod Touch. 64 gigabytes of storage. And, of course, generally we all know about Apple's minimal packaging philosophy, so let's unbox this thing already. Comes on a plastic thing. Designed by Apple in California. Of course, in here we get a bunch of stuff. We get the cheap, ungodly, awful Apple earbuds. I don't like earbuds in general, so yeah, I won't be using these. I'll be using some Sony MDR 150s. I would definitely recommend those. Fingertips. Clever. And I get an iPod cable, which is fairly useful, so I can send a nil bud his. And this will replace the one that I'm sending. So that's all well and good. There's the packaging. Let's put this aside. Here we have the device itself. Perhaps I should do this. And it's not laser engraved this time, so if I want to sell it, I can. Pull it through the tabs. Take off this sticker covering the entire thing. Let me just do that real quick. Let me put the camera down. And we're doing that. And here we are. I'm filming an iPod with an iPhone. There's the front-facing camera. Very, very thin iPod. Again, 64 gigs of storage. There's a camera on the back with the what looks like an ambient light sensor. Down here, it looks like they put a microphone in it. So that's pretty awesome. It's the same basic design, except it has a camera and a microphone now. And there's the front-facing camera. So, that's all well and good. Here's my Windows box. So, what are we going to do? We're going to open up iTunes. iTunes is a big program, apparently. Very bloated program that Apple needs to code better for Windows. It works pretty okay on Mac OS X, but on Windows it's a little sluggish. So what do? We get an iPod cable. You know what? I'll just use my old one, because I don't feel like unwrapping the other one. Front USB ports are awesome. This is an older iPod cable too. This is the one that actually had the little latches on it. So we'll plug this guy in. Set it up. Plugged in. And here's a first boot. Windows found it. Telling me it connected to iTunes, and that it is. So now Windows will install the device drivers. There you go. And here we are. iPod. And of course you get the usual, let's get started. Agree to some nasty software licenses and such, and agreements, and YouTube terms and conditions. So you agree to a nasty license, you agree that you read notices, Google Maps, YouTube. I've owned an iPod before, so I'm going to say continue. And I use all those services anyhow. Use my Apple ID to register my iPod. Why, yes. So I'll type in my Apple ID. And where the heck did my mouse go? That's weird. My mouse randomly disappeared for a second. This has got my address and my serial number and crap in it, so I'll do this a little off camera. What do I do for a living? Other. I'm gonna say student. Good. What is the primary usage of this iPod? 18 to 24. Definitely replacing another iPod. I'm going to change the phone number on here to something else. Why does the mouse keep disappearing? This is really irritating. Look at this. That's annoying. Really annoying. There we go. God, iTunes is really buggy on Windows. They need to fix this crap. Salutation. I'll make that a Mr. Submit. Submit. Free Find My iPod Touch. Definitely. I'll be able to remote wipe it. And that's nice. It actually pulls up a guide. You have to add your MobileMe account to the actual item and turn Find My iPod on. So you'll be able to remote wipe it if you do that. And remote wiping is nice, but I'd much prefer that feature on a phone, to tell you the truth. Don't automatically sync anything just yet. It's running software version 4.1. I need to update that. Yeah, newer version of the software is available. I'm guessing my parents bought this for me a couple months back before 4.2 came out, so I have to. So before I do a damn thing with this iPod, I'll update it. This is what 4.2 fixes. Troy, if you're watching, you might want to pay attention to these. Bug fixes. It includes eliminates sound artifacts, improves audio playback via car stereos via USB. It does work on the second generation, so there weren't a whole lot of bug fixes. There weren't too many bug fixes in 4.2, but when it went from 4.0 to 4.1, there's major bug fixes. Alright, let's go to downloads. Look how Apple servers are not the fastest I've ever seen, but 4 minutes is pretty good. I've had times where it's taken like 20 minutes to download these updates, so we'll come back once that's done. And the iPod is now syncing. Bunch of songs. Fit about 33 gigabytes of audio on there, so that's definitely making use of the 64 gigabytes very slightly. Yay. So that's about it so far. I mean, we'll get to the camera and stuff once it's done syncing, but for now, herp-a-derp. Okay, the iPod is all synced up now, and we'll take a look at it. Default background is water, looks like. Let me focus this camera a little bit. Yes, here we are. These are the default apps. Comes with FaceTime. You know, that's the only real new one. Calendar, photos, camera, etc., etc. Utilities is new. Let's see what's in there. That's a folder. Okay, that's a folder of apps, clock, calculator, voice memos, whatever the hell. iTunes, App Store, Game Center, and settings, and contacts. Now I'm curious to know if this little thing down here is a speaker or a microphone, so let's play some music. How about some AC/DC? That's the speaker, alright. It still sounds tinny and crappy because it's a tiny speaker, but whatever. This iPod's a lot faster than my second generation one, I'll tell you that. Let's take a look at the FaceTime app just to see what it looks like. Let's get started. Oh, I need to use Wi-Fi. Balls. Balls. Yeah, I have to enter a web key, and I don't feel like doing that. Screw it. Okay, camera. This is the camera. Doesn't that look weird? Whoa. But the nice thing is you see this little button up here. You can switch it to the front-facing camera as well. Hey, I'm on an iPod. Herp derp. So you can see me filming you guys with the iPhone here. I'm filming an iPod that's filming an iPhone. Derp. So that I find pretty cool. You can use both cameras in the camera app. I expected the front-facing camera to only work with FaceTime and that's it, or something cryptic and stupid like that. But, not bad. I have yet to hear how the sound card in this thing sounds, so yeah, hopefully it sounds good. At this point, I'm not going to care much because it's a nice enough device that I can live with it. But so far, I have to say I really like this iPod. It's very much the same as what my old one used to be, except that it's a lot faster because of the better software support and the newer hardware. And it's got the front-facing cameras and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. I'd say the Touch is much more worth buying than it used to be just because of the cameras. And it almost eliminates the reason for me to have an iPhone, because I could do all my videos with the camera on this thing. If you think about it, it'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. Anyhow, that's been the video about this iPod Touch I received for Christmas. And have a good one, everybody. Ciao.